All right, today we continue with a very key. I'm going to give you one strategy today and a new quote, but a very key one. And if you haven't been following this series, you can go back and catch the other videos with different strategies for really moving your life and business forward to a whole new level this year. Okay, but this last strategy kind of builds on the other ones and are just very key. So here we go. Oh, first, a quick reminder, just this quote again that you may have seen. The unseen is always the parent of the seen. And here's what we've covered in the last several days. So really the cultivating new abilities within ourselves. And the first one, of course, being the ability to see and act beyond what you see, your internal state and level of enthusiasm, and even practicing checking in with yourself in that two-word phrase, level up, okay? Then cultivating the willingness to navigate challenges and to both chosen and unexpected, okay? And then finally, learning to celebrate progress and find joy along the way. So these are some abilities we want to cultivate within ourselves to really be able to create and achieve a new level of result and enjoy the process along the way. So today we continue on with this final strategy, and this strategy I'm going to call just one word. Okay, you ready? Grab your pen, write this down, and this is cultivating the strategy of until. Okay, and I learned this from one of my wonderful mentors and business partners, Artemis Limpert, and it's just the realization that, we started this whole series with the what and when for our conscious mind. We may have certain goals we're wanting to achieve, that's the what, and by a certain time frame, that's the when, okay, for our conscious mind. But how many of you have ever experienced you set a target, you set a time frame, and it didn't happen within that time frame? The key here is what a lot of people do is they feel bad, okay, and then they almost feel like they have to start all over again. The key here that we want to understand, even from just the last slide that we just showed you, cultivating the ability to celebrate progress along the way, even if you don't hit everything within the time frames you set, you still grew. You probably grew some contacts, some connections, some new skills, some new understanding. At least maybe you learned what doesn't work, okay? And maybe you learned some weaknesses you have, some things that you still want to shore up, and some new habits on a positive side to support yourself that you may want to develop. What we want to do is cultivate this strategy of until. And another wonderful mentor and partner of mine, or mentor of mine, Jerry Clark, once said, when you hit that time frame and you haven't hit achieved all that you wanted, you just reset the time frame. You don't let go of your goal. If that goal was still meaningful and important to you, you just reset the time frame and you keep going. You keep building on what you've done up to this point and keep going from here. So the whole idea is, if you've chosen something that is significant for you, for your life, for your business, you want to keep going until it's done. Okay, that's something I was just reading this morning. Lisa Nichols, in her beautiful book, Abundance Now, was saying that entrepreneurs, they keep going till the job is done. Okay, and so keep going until, and I will give you two thoughts that really impacted me. And this was an interview with a three-time, maybe four-time Olympian now, Ruben Gonzalez. And I heard him interviewed, and he shared a wonderful perspective that he said he felt if God has put, this is his belief, but these are two empowering beliefs. If God has put a dream, a desire on your heart, one is to choose the belief that you can do it. Okay, even though you might not have the skills right now, that you can grow into the person who can do it, that you can do it. Okay, that's one. And the second one that's very key for us as human beings is to believe that it's going to be worth it. Okay, like going after this dream, despite the frustrations, the ups and downs, and how I'm going to have to grow and change, and the challenges along the way, that it's going to be worth it. But if we have chosen something that we have those, or cultivate, there's another thing to cultivate, those two beliefs around that I can do it, and that it's going to be worth it, then we can keep going until. And that's when all the resources, ideas, people, different things can show up on the other side of that uncertainty, that fear, that frustration. As we keep going, it's like the Red Sea parts and things start to fall in place. Even if sometimes it takes a little longer than we thought, we can really step into a very powerful year and a momentum that carries us into the years to come. So enjoy. Let's go ahead and continue on to this final quote. Here's a new one for you. This one has spoken very powerfully to myself and my business team and partners, and that's: ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. from Samuel Beckett, and a wonderful way to just cultivate. I think this quote can really help us cultivate that sense of until, of continuing, not being afraid of failure, and really continuing through failure to develop new skills and new results and move our life and business to a whole nother level this year. So enjoy, and we'll be back with you again tomorrow.